Drop dubs, hit routes, so yeah, we on the move. From the paint to the pocket, got nothing to prove. Precision in the pass, rhythm in the run. Every play, every day, till the work is done.
Yeah. Step on the field, I'm reading the D. Eyes wide open, ain't fooling me. Pump fake sidestep, I'm breaking the press from baseline to sideline. I'm bringing my best, snap back, quick glance. I'm calling the play, hoop dreams and touchdowns. I'm making my way, no look behind the back. Fred in the scene, every angle, every shout. I'm chasing the dream. Drop times, hit routes in the deep, no doubt. From the field to the hardwood, hear the crowd shout. Pass it, dish it, through traffic. We find.
What's good, everybody? Appreciate you for tuning in to Passion and Precision. We're back like Stephen A's hairline for another week. I did it on the ball. It worked, so I had to run it back with another one. I don't know. Look, tonight is going to be an episode you cannot miss. From, as you can see, we're talking WNBA to start with, all of the final burn, which will be entertaining. But got to bring in the crew. Right below me, got Key. What's going on, Key? How you doing?
Good. You know, got some football, basketball on. I hate the Sixers in-season court. It's terrible. It's blue and red on the border, and then we got red jerseys on. It's terrible. But other than that, yeah, I'm doing good. And Grimes missed the jam. But yeah, I'm good. We good.
You know, are they supposed to be firemen or
what?
the court? Like, well, what is going on with this? I just turned the game on.
No, I think.
And
I
how
thought
you do that?
they probably better off doing like two-tone courts or faded in something, like just having the one solid color. I don't know.
It's hard on the eye.
Yeah, that too. Also got Unhinged J-Dub down at the bottom. Had the aviators on for a little bit. But how are you doing, Jory? Okay, you're muted.
I am okay. Sports been pissing me off lately, so.
I mean, you got Austin Reeves out here setting the world on fire. Like,
yeah,
I feel like it should be good.
I have
What's up,
Austin,
Sergeant?
Alabama. That's it.
I mean, Alabama's had a great turnaround to their season. But like I said, we'll get into several topics tonight. Those of you joining us in the chat, definitely want to hear from you. So make sure you're active.
Oh, we are popping it now. We got 21 in here.
I know. Got 21 people watching right now. Say what's up. What's going on, y'all? Yeah, what's going on? So let's start with WNBA. We learned about the 2026 Hall of Fame class, headlined by Candace Parker, Elena Delle Donne, also Cheryl Reeve. But I have up, the players in CP3 and Delle Donne. I guess quite simply, these two, I feel like they were definitely great, obviously, because they're Hall of Famers. But Candace Parker had moments, the dunk. She won a couple of titles. Delle Donne, I feel like, was like the WNBA Dirk. Unfortunately, I feel like it was injuries and probably like family. That too. But I also think family, because look, that's why she didn't go to UConn. She wanted to be close to her sister and everything like that. And I feel like that's kind of what led to her, ending her career a little early, along with the injuries. But I guess when you look at these two, we'll start with you, Key. Like, what stood out about them? What do you remember their careers for?
Candace Parker, I guess, for like you said, the dunk. See her coming. I think the dunk was her moment. And then she won, of course, 3 chips.
Mm-hmm.
2 with the Lakers. Rookie of the year, she won. She won MVP, I think, in the finals. Then she went to Chicago and got one. So Candace Parker definitely is deserving of being in the Hall of Fame.
I'm glad she got one before her knee completely gave out on her.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I do remember about Candace is I watched her from Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
The versatility that she brought, the physicality, and the dunk. The fact that she's one of one to go Rookie of the Year, and what else did she win that year? Oh God.
What was that?
MVP?
Yeah, I think she has a Finals MVP. I'd have to double check on Rookie of the Year.
She
How many
got
times have I heard? I'll tell you right now.
But obviously, she's a phenomenal player. And Delle Donne, like you said, Kyle, more of a Dirk person, more of like a Dirk comparison as far as her career trajectory.
Mm-hmm.
I love what she brought to the game when she first came out too.
Yeah, I've been rocking with Delle Donne since Delaware. So Delle Donne loved Delle Donne. I'm mad that Washington held her hostage when she wanted to get out of there. I think if she wouldn't have got held hostage in Washington, I know she had her injuries, but if she didn't get held hostage in Washington, she probably would have won another championship.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
True. I guess we talk about Cheryl Reeve as well. She is part of the class, and obviously the other big name going in, well, nominated.
I love
Is
Cheryl.
she? Huh?
I love Cheryl. She's hilarious.
I mean, yes. Is she? I guess where do you stack her in terms of WNBA coaches? Is she the best to do it?
Top 2.
Okay. Who's the other one?
NBA. Are you talking about WNBA coaches?
Yeah. Strictly WNBA.
Becky's one, and I feel like for what Reeve has done,
you gotta put Bonadello on the list, in my opinion. Even though she was a great player too, she's still a good coach. I don't know why New York let her go. That was dumb.
That was stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And she found another job immediately because look, Portland. Like, where'd she go? She went to Portland.
Bonadello.
Portland or Toronto? What's one of them?
She wants one of them. That's gonna start playing soon.
She is.
I think it's Toronto.
Yep, Toronto Tempo. That name's got to grow on me. I feel like they could have done better than Tempo, but
They don't go with Trailblazers. Like the Portland Fire and wait a minute. Am I getting my Toronto Raptors is the team.
yeah.
I'm tripping right now. Y'all gotta excuse me.
That's all good.
I'm grade A tripping right now.
I mean, Fire and Trailblazers, yes, makes a lot of sense. Raptors and Tempo.
What?
They could have came up with a better name.
Yeah.
They could have came up with a feminine dinosaur. I don't know.
That seemed, I feel like that would have been the easy way to go. But, like I said, it'll probably be a name that, grows as they start playing and everything like that.
Did they name the Cleveland team yet?
I mean the next expansion wave. I don't think they've come up.
Yeah,
with
we not Philly not coming to 2030.
I don't
think it's dumb.
Liberty Bell.
We better not be the Liberty Bells. I don't like it.
And if Cleveland, look, come up with something other than a color.
The old franchise was what, Cleveland Rockers.
What the hell is that? A rocking chair? Wait a minute.
Well, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to say, huh?
Yeah, rocking chair would have been wild today. Yeah. But and then who's the third team? Is it Charlotte coming back?
Is the Sting coming back?
Charlotte, they
Detroit.
trying to bring back the Detroit Shock team. I heard in the mix. I heard Houston was in the mix, is possibly maybe coming back. I know Dante said if Houston comes back, he ditching the Wings.
I mean, I'm the same way. When Boston gets there, I'm ditching the Sun.
I can't do that with the Sparks. I've been with them for 20. How long did the WNBA been in this league? What, 20-something years?
Didn't they just have like the 25-year?
Yeah, I can't ditch them like that. I've been rocking with them since day one. I can't do it. I'm just be rooting for two teams.
One of the Dreams chaplains was my old mentor, so yeah, I'm connected. I'm kind of stuck here. And I'm born here, so.
Are we gonna get a game 7?
I mean, it seems that way now.
Toronto, do your job. Wear off the Drake curse. Do your job.
That is true. If the Dodgers come back and win it, it'll be another team that Drake cursed. Because Drake was talking a lot of trash after the last game when they won.
He needs to stop talking, period. After you done got your ass can't hand it to you both ways.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
We'll see. It's still only the third. The Jays have a, explosive offense. They just need to get a couple of hits there, and that game could be tied. So, but look, you get Game 7 World Series. The numbers that will bring in would be crazy. But like I said, we'll see. And I'm sure Saijin will keep us updated on the score as we go along. But yeah, so look, start with a little quick WNBA.
It's still an A minor.
That's still a good one. That one will never get old.
Like I'm young. Sorry, I had to get that out.
All right, so let's go NFL. We have Carly Ursay. And yes, the picture has a reason behind it. There's a lot of people who've been talking about kind of her involvement on the sideline. Remember when she first did it I think it was week 1 where she started doing it and everybody's like, oh, is she a coach now? Because she has a headset. She's the owner. She should be up in the box. She should be out of sight and all that. What we've learned is she's listening in because she's learning things. She's taking notes on some stuff. And as an owner, she oversees the operation. So why not understand what the operation is doing on a week-to-week basis? So obviously, Jordan Key, women, you would come about this a little differently because a lot of the noise coming from men. I'm not gonna lie. So what do y'all think about the people who have a problem with her on the sideline? And I guess you can start with whether or not you have an issue with it. I'm assuming you don't, but start with you, Key.
So me personally, I do not have no problem with it because one, she is not trying to be the next Jerry Jones. For one, Jerry is general manager. You might as well say he want to be the head coach because he don't stay in the owner's box. What owner is always on the field? You don't see Jeffrey Lurie on the field. You don't see what's his name, Arthur Blank on the field. You don't see them on the field, on the sideline trying to dictate what they can do. You are an owner for a reason. You oversee the team. You have people in place to do their job. You got an owner, you got a GM. The GM oversees the operation, gets the team together, the roster. Then you have the head coach and the coordinators. Why do you need to be on the field? But she wants to know what her money is paying for. She wants to know what's working and what isn't working. She wants to know what coach is doing their job. Is the team running well? Why not be on the sideline? It's not like she's there in people's face. She's there taking notes with the headset on, knowing what is being called and what isn't being called. She's taking notes. She's observing. What is wrong with that? And Mick got issues with it. For why? She's not. Her dad left her in charge. She is the owner. She is one of the more savvy football knowledge more than her sisters are. So she is going to oversee things and take over. What's I don't see an issue with it. Sorry to say, her dad was a piece of shit. God rest his soul. I'm just sorry. He was horrible. But she don't got to be like that. I know it's because she's female, Anthony. I'm just like, for one, you don't see too many female owners in the NFL. One, so why not embrace that? So I think she's doing an excellent job. Look at how the Colts is playing right now. So I applaud it. I ain't got no issue with it. I like it.
It's a franchise I can't stand as a Patriots fan, but her, I'm here for it. She's, like you said, not like she's out there, in the microphone saying like, no, we're gonna run this and this and this. No, she's just listening in, learning, observing. Zero problem with that. She's not trying to make herself the story. Which, if that was Jerry, you would know what Jerry was doing.
Can you imagine a female Jerry?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
My God.
But yeah, Jordy, I mean, look, team in your division. So it's probably hard to say something nice about the Colts, but, like, what are your thoughts about Carly on the sideline listening in?
Can't, like y'all said, there is no reason for people to be on her ass about this. She's trying to learn the inner workings of the game, taking notes so she can operate it efficiently, so she don't run it into the ground. What's the problem with that? Please tell me, what's the problem with that? And for you sour in the ass Titans fans, and I'm talking to my own fan base who are being completely bitter because we got Amy ass in Houston making the Brinker and everybody else answer questions that she needs to be answering.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about that because that was a little messed up.
She did that when she fired Vrabel. She did that when she fired J-Rob. She is the one that needs to be answering these questions. But some of these sorry little sour puss Titans fans are up in arms saying stupid things. Come on here, Poodles. Come on. Saying stupid little microaggressive things that are just untrue. Like, why is she... Oh, I'm sure with that little notepad. I think she's doing it for show at this point. What does she have to gain for doing anything for show? Why can't she learn the inner workings, because she's the more football minded of her sisters? Why can't she get more intimate knowledge of the inner working of the game so she knows what it's supposed to look like?
Yeah.
A lot of these owners need to put on a damn headset, Amy. Come see this product on the field. You're trying to raise ticket prices and raise the property taxes in Tennessee, trying to get the stadium built. Look at what you're putting on the field. Being salty and mad because their owners are terrible. Amy is getting there. My patience with Miss Amy Adams Strunk is getting there.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of her moving like a dysfunctional. Stop being dysfunctional. If you're gonna fire somebody, you gotta clean house. So the next time you feel like firing people, just let everybody go.
Probably there's another team that we'll talk about in a little bit who might be going about the whole firing process the wrong way. So I guess the follow-up to both of you.
I can't wait for this.
The follow-up to this would be, if their record were reversed, do you think it would be a bigger story?
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, look, 7-1. Keep doing it.
And she's not a distraction. She's not on the microphone saying counterproductive things, talking about if you look at the scoreboard, and I think my defense is fine, and and we don't need Micah. If she was on the microphone doing that, then yeah, I see a problem with it because it's counterproductive. But she's not doing that.
Right.
Minding her business, learning, so she can move better. Like, come on now. And she knows this is going to be a process.
Yes. Even though, look, 7-1 seems like they are definitely ahead of whatever process they're going down. And like I said, we'll obviously see how their season finishes out. But yeah, her being on the sideline, I don't care about.
She's gonna have to have her first big test is whether or not they decide to pay Daniel Jones long term.
Yes.
Yep, because that's what they're discussing. That's what they're talking about now. If you're gonna pay Daniel Jones, like, okay, we get it. Daniel Jones is going to get comeback player of the year, I believe. That's my pick for comeback player of the year. I
think who else would even be?
But I think they got to be smart with this.
Yes.
They can't. I wouldn't straight give him a bag right away. Maybe 2 years, maybe 2 at the most, just to see what he can do in those 2 years. And if he succeeds in those 2 years and still put up the same numbers, all right, then you could probably extend him again. But I would not give him an astronomical ass contract, in my opinion.
Right. And look, maybe that's what they do. You know, maybe, like you said, 2 years, or maybe it's like 3, with the third year being maybe like a non-guarantee type thing or something like that. Like maybe Daniel Jones will make a lot annually, but yeah, I wouldn't commit to Daniel Jones for like 5-6 years or anything like that, because you got to make sure this isn't just a, you know, one-hit wonder type season from him.
That is a good question. When is Jonathan Taylor's contract over?
That actually is a very good question. Hold on, I will tell you. Jonathan Taylor contracts. Yeah, great question.
Daniel Jones, Anthony Richardson, and why even play with that? Why even put yourself in that position?
So Taylor's contract. All right, so he's scheduled to be a unrestricted free agent in 2027.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm
giving this year and next year.
No, this got to be the opposite of the Giants. You got to pay Jonathan Taylor. You can't be like, I'm gonna pay Daniel Jones and don't pay Saquon. No, you gotta pay. You're gonna have to pay Jonathan Taylor. Pay him now. Extend him now.
Why work on that now?
You know, his age, I feel like he's still pretty young. His first season was
Taylor is fully healthy with no issues, with no injuries. He's top 3.
Yeah. I was say if he was getting close to that 30 age, we know teams when they have a running back get there, but he still has a couple of years before then. So yeah, I agree. As much as we all understand the MVP goes to a quarterback. If you want to be real about it, Taylor should probably be the MVP this year.
I hate that MVP goes to a quarterback. I hate it.
I mean, that's on these voters. Like they could change the trend, but you know what they'll do. Quarterback will win that. Taylor might get offensive
right.
Yeah, whatever. I'm on board with Jones for the moment, but no astronomical contract. Is Jonathan Taylor there? Daniel Jones will be fine. True. Been a beast. He absolutely has been. Pay JT or let him walk.
I don't think this woman on this screen right now I'm looking at is gonna let him walk.
Right. I feel there's more of a conversation about Jones than Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Who'd have tired of the Colts talk?
I know. I know that had to be a lot. Just because giving them praise right now, yeah. Even for me, I don't like too much of that. let's move on.
Here we go. Main event of the evening.
3 hours easily. The Dolphins. We saw them last night play against the Ravens. Look like the mess that they have looked like all year. Going for a 4th down, people looking confused, wanting to go for a 4th down, jumping off sides. Tua throwing picks. But those Ravens fans were the problem. We'll get into that also. So after the game, you heard all broadcaster like, what's going to be Mike McDaniel's future in Miami? Instead, they moved off of Chris Grier. Chris Grier's been GM there for a while. I feel like when you look at that team, there's talent. It's just for whatever reason not coming together. And then we learned today the team said Mike McDaniel's going to finish the season out. That's all they're committing to right now. So looking at this situation, start with you, Jory, on this one. Is it smart of them to fire Grier and give McDaniel the season? Or should they have just fired them together? Should they have let both of them finish out the season? Which should they have done? Are you muted?
They should have just cleaned house. No, you're going to do it at the end of the season.
I agree with that side.
If you already know you're going to do it at the end of the season, do it now.
Yeah, because that's going to be a follow-up. If you're the team and you tell McDaniel he's going to finish out the year, does that mean there's a chance he could save his job based off the way the rest of the regular season goes?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But then I'm like, so why tell him he can finish out the year if he's just a sitting duck anyway?
But you know what? This is the Dolphins, and I wouldn't be surprised if Stephen Ross just happens to really like Mike McDaniel and wants to give him another shot.
It could be that. Jason Garrett. Everybody called for Jason Garrett's job. But that was Jerry's guy. So he gave him as much time as he needed. So, yeah, I mean, maybe that's what's going on here. They just really like Mike McDaniel, and Grier was probably expendable to them.
He had been there for 25 years. He'd been there since before I was born.
Wait, are you serious? He's been GM that long?
Yes.
Yeah, because I feel like I remember he was Parcells. He was like part of the Patriots when Parcells was there, and I think for the start of Pete Carroll, and then he was gone. And I feel like from that is when he went to Miami, I think.
In the way they have.
He's been there since 2000, and I was born in 2001.
Oh my God, 20! I didn't. Wow. 25 years of GM, and you did nothing. Nothing. What have you done since 2000?
What playoff win does the Dolphins have to show for any of that?
Nothing.
Don't they? I believe they have the longest drought in terms of playoff win. I think it's going on. I think it's like 24 years.
Because you give Tua this massive behind contract, and now you stuck with him.
And for Stephen A. Smith's stupid ass to sit here and talk about it's because he's black. Get your clown card of the day. The man has been there for a quarter of a century and has nothing to show for it. Nothing.
But it's because he's black. Get out of here.
But it's like he's been there 25 years. The playoff drought is 24 years. That's his whole tenure.
Something is better than nothing, and he's closer to nothing than something. So what are we talking about? You talking about it's because he's black and McDaniel should have gone. McDaniel should have gone with him.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with this. You maniac, but you sit up there and attack black women all day.
Yep. That is true.
Why not get rid of the people that's not helping? Like, you supposed to be developing. Tua stinks. I don't know what he's looking at on the field. I don't know where he's throwing at. And please don't give him a microphone no more, because I'm gonna tell y'all how Alabama education is did him wrong. I know Alabama got some good educators over there. Mm-hmm. I know they do. So for him to say, "Come on, guys, let's do 4 hours of straight football, 60 minutes." Hold up. Wait a minute. The math ain't mathing. 4 hours is not 60 minutes, sir. Where are we getting this math from?
Knowing Tua, he probably meant to say something else, and that's how it came out.
Oh, and then also he gonna say some blasphemous stuff like, "Oh, we was making mistakes because of the Ravens fans that was in our stadium."
No, they left 21 points on the goddamn board. What are we talking about? It is because of the Ravens fans.
That was the part. That was the part that annoyed me. Like, they would go down, they kicked the field goal to the first drive. Then it's like they kept getting the field goal range, but then all of a sudden wanted to go for it. And then they were going for it, they go off sides, and then the kicker. Sanders, I think, missed it wide right. And it was like after that, McDaniel's like, we're strictly going for it on fourth down.
Well, I give him, he wanted to do 4th and 2, but a fade route with Kyle Hamilton on A-Chain.
Come on.
And A-Chain had no clue the ball was coming to him.
And then McDaniel's gonna say, "I don't want him to throw that." Then what you give it to him for? Why you give it to him? Why you call it then?
I'm gonna kicker this thing. Yeah, that turnover with Washington killed early momentum.
Enough to watch your trash ass. Talking about the Ravens fans, the traveling Raven fans coming in and cheering and whatnot. So are you indirectly blaming the Dolphins fans for not wanting to watch your trash ass?
I mean, seriously. I mean, look, they showed that crowd. There was plenty of good seats available. And yeah, Ravens fans probably showed up because they're like, the tickets were probably cheap.
Mm-hmm.
For that game, it could not have been expensive. So, look, if you want your fans to show up, stop the multiple turnover games. Stop the discombobulated offense. Have a defense that can stop somebody, and maybe a coach that the fan base can get behind. Because a lot of the Dolphins fans that were there, they were booing Tua probably the whole time after that first drive. The field goal drive, yeah, they clapped for it. After that, it was straight boos. So
they had their flashes. I was like, okay, maybe they coming out here to play actually competitive. I'm like, okay.
They were actually moving the ball down the field.
A-Chain was running it down the Ravens' throat.
They just kept leaving points on the board. And I'm like, you guppies.
Not the guppies.
You fish out of water.
And I felt bad for what's his name, Ollie Gordon, because I think on that penalty he slipped. He didn't do that intentionally. He really did slip. And then for the coaches to be over there like fussing him out, that's how you know he didn't mean it, because he was right back in their face. Like, you don't be that defensive unless you know you didn't do nothing wrong. And he didn't. He clearly, you could tell he slipped, and they called it as a tripping.
Did you see how mad Mike McDaniel got? I was like,
Mike, I hadn't seen him that animated in a while.
I'm like, woof. I was laughing. I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, part of the problem with Waddle is Tua told us he can't see him half the time. So
he's too short.
I still think
I'm probably say Drew Brees.
Their best player.
It's not a problem for Bryce Young. It ain't a problem for Russell. Kyler.
Mm-hmm. And they're shorter than Tua. Tua's 6'1". All three of them
does not look 6'1".
5'9".
Tua doesn't look 6'1" at all.
You over 6 feet and still can't see over the line. Something a problem. It's a problem. It's a cop out. It's an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
And just last week, you had damn pink eye and you carved up the Falcons defense. Raheem Morris needs to be fired for that bull.
I mean, yes. Waddle. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen the Waddle. But it's still one of my favorite celebrations in the league.
Right.
But
I love that
Waddle.
Waddle.
Yeah. He might have just start having to do it after every catch because we don't know when he gets touchdown catch.
That's right. Because you don't know when he's going to get in the end zone with it. I feel bad for the people who got him on their fantasy.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the Waddle. Tua can't see Waddle. He can barely waddle.
But wait, why did they go away from the running game? That's the thing.
That's what I kept asking myself watching that game.
Because McDaniels is a genius. That's why they went from the running game. Games like this is what you get. This is why you see where Rex Ryan called this man McGenius nerd boy. Because why would you get away from the one thing that gets away that's doing you right? Why? To make Tua look flashy? That man is a burnt out old 1920s Corvette. What are we talking about?
Sassy Samoan.
That talk too damn much.
Also, defensively, I was screaming at the TV. They kept leaving underneath open. Lamar killed them with underneath throws all day. And then the couple times
he's gonna get delusional.
Yeah, Lamar really didn't have to run as much. And then Derrick Henry, they fed him the ball. He had a turnover-free game.
Yeah.
Because Monken realizes he exists.
Yes. And some of that I felt was first game back. They didn't want Lamar scrambling all over the place. Let's see a couple weeks from now if Lamar is moving a little bit better, if they don't go away from Derrick Henry again.
Wait until their schedule gets a little bit harder again.
So I guess
fans, don't be delusional. Your defense still stinks.
Well, we need to see them tested against a good offense. Appreciate it. I mean, I like Drake May too. I had Derrick Henry and he was robbed a TD. That's when they did the tush push with Mark Andrews.
They did the thing. I keep telling y'all the tush push is rated E for everybody. Everybody can use it.
But if I'm Derrick Henry, do I need Mark Andrews doing a tush push?
No.
That's the thing. I'm just like, y'all just doing stuff just to do stuff at this point.
Just robbing this man of his greatness.
Maybe they're setting him up to be traded. I doubt it, but I'm just saying. His name is being kicked around, trade rumors, but I doubt Baltimore does that.
Please do it so I don't have to look at them.
Right. So I guess like we all obviously assume Miami season has been in the toilet for a while.
I'm ready to see Quentin Ewers or Zach Wilson, somebody but Tua. They're not going nowhere. They're 2-7. There's no playoffs for y'all. See what you got in your rookie that you invested in.
Or see what Zach Wilson is with Mike McDaniel. Because we've seen you take quarterbacks out of New York, they all of a sudden look better. So who knows? Zach Wilson could look like, I mean, I don't know who, but look like a competent quarterback if you gave him McDaniel, who we're told is an offensive genius. But the Ravens, let's spin it forward with them. Ravens are now 3-5, coming off of back-to-back wins. I feel like this might be a question every week. Are they the favorite now to win that division? We're seeing what Pittsburgh's doing. We're seeing the issues with Cincinnati, which we'll talk about here in a second. And Cleveland, well, Cleveland's Cleveland. Are the Ravens the favorite to win the division now?
They would have to run that table, in my opinion, to at least be 10-7. They got to run the table. Pittsburgh will have to lose some games.
Steelers get to 10 wins though.
I don't think Steelers get to 10.
So they might only need 9.
Right.
Jory, I feel like I know where your answer is going with this one.
F no. No. None. No. No comprendo.
Look, I'm rooting for old man Flacco to drag that Bengals team because can you imagine if the Ravens turn this season around and win that division, what the
How
fan base will do?
insufferable that fan base will be. Oh my God. Talking to them will be like talking to brick walls. Talking to them will be like talking to a freaking fish.
Yeah.
They don't listen, and all they do is blah, 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 and spew out bull.
Mm-hmm.
I am praying that the Steelers find the fountain of youth.
Mm-hmm. That division is they are keeping the Ravens alive, and I think the problem is when you look at the teams, the Ravens have the best roster in that division. Do they act like it all the time? No, but they have it, and the fact that they're inching closer and closer to the Steelers means now the Steelers have pressure on them. They're also being led by Aaron Rodgers. Not exactly the best combination there, because we all know the minute the Steelers lose that division lead, Rodgers is going to become something different. He'll start his moodiness. He'll start his media stuff. And that's when I'm afraid the Steelers are going to kind of implode. And if they do, you're probably trusting the Ravens right now more than the Bengals to overtake them. So, as much as we may hate it, Jory, they may actually make this happen. Much as I don't want to see it happen. I just can't trust Pittsburgh right now.
With the annoying
that defense, it's they back in the defense for me. TJ Watt's the only one doing something. You paying all this money on this defense and they haven't done nothing. I don't know if Hightower's hurt. Hayward was bitching and complaining about money. What do you have done? You got the old man gang in the back. Joey Porter can't cover the soul. He holds all the time. Mm-hmm. No play. Slay is getting old. And Jalen Ramsey. Come on now.
Yep. Jalen Ramsey, burnt chicken.
Barbecue chicken.
I think Pittsburgh has to be looking for somebody at the deadline. I think, yeah, that's need number one. Probably another playmaker of sorts on defense as well. I want to go back to Seiden's comment here. He's expecting a wild card team to make a deep run in the playoffs, someone unexpected. I feel like this would be the type of year for that to happen. I don't necessarily know who, but I can see that.
It won't be the Jags.
At least they don't have Lattimore. I mean, I feel your pain, Anthony. Lattimore, that man leapt off that cliff.
Only thing he's good at is getting burnt and fighting Mike Evans.
I do miss those fights. It was like clockwork. Oh, Saints Bucks playing. Oh, there goes Lattimore and Evans again.
I really miss those fights.
Yeah. Then Jameis got involved. It was like, yeah, I can see it.
Jameis started one just by.
He absolutely did. It like went to the sideline hiding, and then Mike Evans got involved.
How you gonna poke somebody in the back and then run?
That was before his Reverend days, okay?
Like, who does that?
Jameis. Famous Jameis.
And then 2 weeks later, you start eating your fingers. Okay, bro. That happened the same season.
Look, Jameis's post-career on somebody's broadcast is going to be stuff of legends. That man's going to be so entertaining. All right, let's keep moving here.
And the Sixers lose by a point.
They tried to throw dirt on the Celtics.
You had before we get in, I just got a comment on that.
Go ahead.
You're gonna have Joel Embiid. It's 3.8 seconds left. You got Maxey, Oubre, Edgecombe, and Grimes out there who can get either a 3 off or you need a 2. Why is Joel at the top of the key and you give him the ball to take the last shot?
I will tell you why. Because if he made it, he was going to milk that moment for about 15 minutes.
Minutes.
He wouldn't even have been.
He would have been the last person I would have given it to when you named those guys on the court.
I wouldn't have even put Joel on the court with 3 points. He would have sat down. I'm putting my sharpshooters out there who can give me a bucket. He only needed one, whether it was a 3 or a 2. You give it to Joel at the top of the key, and he missed. I'm hurt.
Yeah. Look.
Go ahead. Let's talk about Trey.
I feel for Sixers fans with Embiid. Because unfortunately, his career is going to end, and I don't think it's going to end with a title in Philly. They'll be better off when they move off of him and let the young kids go. Maxey, McCain, Edgecombe, that is your future. Embiid is doing nothing but getting in the way. The Bengals. If you've been keeping up with the Bengals recently, players are starting to make some noise. Huh?
It's my turn to be stressed out.
That's right. The Lakers do play. Isn't Luka back tonight, though?
Luka is back, and he's in the lineup.
See? There you go. I agree, Mo. Yeah. When they start talking like 10, 15 years from now, best players never to win a title, I think, unfortunately, Embiid's going to join that conversation.
Can they talk about 10 players who cried for an MVP and got it?
I mean, that's what his career is going to be remembered for.
No, he definitely bitched for that. Excuse my language.
Yeah, he did. He'll probably start his Hall of Fame speech with that. I'm an MVP. Yeah, good for you. The Bengals. Trade deadline is Tuesday, and all we're hearing out of Cincinnati are defensive players wanting out. You got Logan Wilson, the linebacker. They've had a D tackle, I can't remember his name right now, who wants out, and a couple of others.
Problem.
Yeah, especially when you look at the fact that it's not like they're completely out of a division race or anything like that. That division we just talked about, not the strongest. Why these defensive players are trying to, bail the Titanic right now, I feel like that's a bad look for Zach Taylor, who we've all said should be on the hot seat this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a bad look for Mike Brown and ownership, even though we've said not one of the best in the league. And I feel like if you're a fan of the Bengals, I think it's a bad look that your stars are on offense. That's the side of the side of the ball that performs the best. But it's defenders who just gave up a game to the Jets now trying to get out. That's where I have the biggest problem. Like, if I was Jamar Chase and I said I wanted out, I could be like, I get it. But Logan Wilson and then these guys, I'm like, how about y'all fix y'all play on the field to win some of these games, and maybe you could be a playoff team.
My thing is, how the hell y'all gonna be the problem, be the first ones trying to jump ship? You the reason why we thinking.
Right.
And plus, you don't hear nobody say, "Oh, let's go to the Bengals and see what player we want." It's only Trey on that defense that's offerable and can go somewhere else. You don't hear nobody else on that Bengals team. Oh, we got to go get whoever. Oh, we got to go get this person. No, y'all defense is poop. Doo-doo butter.
Wilson, maybe, because there are teams that could use a linebacker. He seems all right, but some of the rest of y'all, y'all could request out. Don't sit by the phone too long, because not a lot of teams will become calling.
How you gonna?
Right, you're gonna be disappointed when your phone is dry.
Yep. What did you say, Jory?
I said, how you gonna try to self-evict and you the one that's causing the issues?
Yeah.
And the thing is, you're not making yourself look no better to any of these other teams by doing this.
Yep. Only thing I'll say is maybe these defenders are acting out against the DC. Maybe they don't like the game plan from the coordinator and everything. They feel like they're not being coached correctly, and maybe this is them trying to get the attention of the owner. I don't know.
What on their teammates?
I don't agree with the way they're doing it. And if these players were smart, Zach Taylor's probably gonna get fired at the end of the year. A lot of that coaching staff will go right out the door with him. So you'll probably get a new staff next year anyway. So you might be, in line for better play next season anyway, depending who they hire, I guess.
And what is their value right now?
I guess their hope is that there's a lot of teams desperate for defensive help, and they'll take what they can get at this point. I guess. New scheme, maybe they play better.
Actually, force yourselves out. End up in Nashville or somewhere. Then you'll see.
I mean, I do think it. Well, I guess question before we move on. Do you think this trade deadline is going to be an active one, or one of those where we anticipate it and it turns out to be pretty boring?
It's going to be boring because I can already tell.
Okay. What about you, Jory?
I think it's going to be boring. Now, do I think my team might be a little active? Yeah. But overall, it's boring.
Okay. Part of the problem could be there are a lot of teams that are still kind of in these races, so they obviously can't steal from each other because they're all trying to get better.
Mm-hmm.
What will become of Burrow if the Bengals keep falling, and where will he land elsewhere? I feel like the only way Burrow gets out is if he absolutely kicks down the door and says he wants out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I feel
and
like
that's Zach Taylor will lose his job.
Yeah. And if you're a coach out there waiting for a job and you have the chance to coach a Joe Burrow, that's going to be an attractive job. Even with the deficiencies on the defensive side, coaches will want it. Burrow, Chase, Higgins, that's a good starting point. I just got to make sure you get the right defensive coordinator and actually bring in some talent on the defensive side of the ball. So, yeah, I think Burrow might be a Bengal for life unless he requests a trade. Yeah. Right now, it seems to me that Dalton did a better job. Correct me if I'm wrong. Dalton's Bengals were more balanced than Burrow's Bengals.
They've never
people do forget.
Burrow on the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Utterly failed.
Yeah.
5 swings and a miss.
Yeah.
If this was baseball, they would have been out twice.
Right. People forget Dalton did have some successful years in Cincinnati. And now he's
never really properly addressed the defense either. Letting people walk.
Yeah, they let some really good talent walk out the door. Okay.
And your owner is broke. He's cash broke. He's cash strapped, so he's going to be stingy.
Mm-hmm.
He got a lot more money than me, but the only thing he has is the Bengals.
Yeah. All right. Bird's eye view. Key, let us know what's going on with the Eagles and what they need to do. They're on a bye, right? Yeah.
Yes, we are on a bye week, so I'm just gonna go in about the just what I saw and what happened last week a little bit. So we did make a trade. It's not. I'm not saying that it's gonna be like, oh my God, the best move in the world, but it was needed. Michael Carter got a trade from the Jets. He's a cornerback. He's good. He's a slot corner. Trust me, he is better than Adoree. I can't cover Jackson and Keely Concrete Feet Ringo. Okay.
The fact that he gave up $5 million to get off of the Jets is ridiculous.
Yes, he did. He said, "Nope, screw y'all. I'm coming over here to where I know I got some people, to where I know I'm valued." So yeah, we got that trade.
Okay.
Brandon Graham came back. Brandon BG's back. In my opinion, I don't think he really wanted to retire, but he was thinking about long term, like where was he going to fit in, especially with this new core and the new guys. So then we got Saquon's breakout game. I did call it against the Giants. I said this is a time when Saquon has to come and he's going to break out, and he did. We actually had 2 running backs that had 100 yards and Tank Bigsby. So shout out to Saquon for getting 150 and 2 tubs, 1 rushing and 1 in the air. And we got Jalen Hurts throws for 4 touchdowns. Mind you, Jalen Hurts has not been using his legs like that, really. We haven't been really using the tush push for him to get touchdowns. He only has 5 rushing touchdowns on the year. All the rest he's thrown. Only 1 interception. Jalen Hurts is playing lights out. He's playing smart, mistake-free football, and he still wins games. So shout out to Jalen for getting 4 tubs. I mean, he didn't have the real sexy numbers, like I want him to do. 5 million yards and 99 touchdowns in a game. Y'all want him to do that, the forced turnovers. No, that's not how it works. And then the man of the hour. I'm tired of everybody talking about him. That's all we hear in Philly. If y'all seen Wire to Wire on Wednesday, you already seen Gene and Shouty get into it. I'm tired of talking about it. AJ Brown does it again to the media. He's not getting traded. He's not going anywhere. Can y'all just let this man be? Y'all know how he likes to troll the media, and Philly is good for saying stuff.
I think it's time for him to get out of Philadelphia.
I mean, if that's the case, we can't trade him. That is $90 million cap hit.
It's coming to that point, though. You can't even lie. It is coming to that point.
I think the thing is like the AJ Brown act with Instagram and stuff. Like you can sweep that under the rug in some cities. Philly's not one of them. Like Eagles fans are not trying to sit here and see you throw tantrums on social media when the team is 6-2 trying to win another Super Bowl. Like Eagles fans want you to lock in and get it done. So look, I think it makes sense.
Well, no, Howie made the deal, but I'm just saying that's what the cap hit's going to be.
Yeah.
The same thing with Carson Wentz. We took a cap hit on that. I forget how much it was, but we ate that, but we made out getting in. But 90 mil, I don't know about recovering from that.
That's a lot to carry around for a guy not to be there.
I'm just saying.
Unless it gets to Russell Wilson type level with Denver.
It's coming to that point.
Well, look, we know winning cures all. If they win another Super Bowl, Eagles fans will put themselves in the same position next year.
Because with AJ, he won the Super Bowl, and he posted on Instagram talking about.
He ain't got no statue in Philly.
I mean, he might have made one in the back of his house.
Right, he ain't got no statue.
Right.
I mean, I do like the daily rumors about AJ Brown to the Patriots because Mike Vrabel. I
heard that somebody called Howie and wanted to trade AJ for a second round. No, sir, hang up that phone.
You spent 2 first to get him.
Yeah. Right, it's not that bad that they're going to
second round. What? That's an insult.
Mm-hmm.
That would have got the click. Your call. This call has been disconnected.
Yeah, it's the Philly play. It's Foles and Dougie P that got a statue.
Anyway, AJ's never gonna be happy. And speaking of unhappy,
okay, there you go. Music City Blitz time.
I'm very unhappy. Can the season end? Make it stop.
So I see you put silver linings, if any. I'm assuming there aren't any.
I'm not trading Jeffrey.
Yeah. They said they're not trading Jeffrey or Cam, which really, why would they trade Cam already?
Leave the line intact because there's talent on that line.
Okay.
At this point, we already traded one of our best corners. 2 of them this year. 2. One went to the Jets and one went to the damn Rams. That are no-nos. Like Tavondre's a no-no, JC's a no-no, Skoronski's a no-no. Anybody that they drafted this year is a no-no. They're having a soft fire sale right now.
I know who you want out the door.
Huh?
Van Jefferson.
Yes. And if Calvin Ridley decides he wants to stop catching the ball, his ass can go too.
I think there's an interesting conversation about Ridley because I think teams would inquire about him. I wonder if Tennessee would pull the trigger on one.
Please.
But like I said, I know you would. But I wonder would Borgs and Amy look to do so.
And Brinker. Can't forget about Brinker.
Yeah, true.
Chig. He might be on the chopping block.
Do y'all play the Seahawks this year?
Please no. I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that. And stop calling the games like, oh my God. The play calling. I know that's a random outburst. The play calling.
I was going to ask that.
We have nothing to do. We have nothing to root for. Open up the freaking playbook. Quit all this soft play calling. Just let it go. Play free. There's no playoffs. There's no hope. This team is garbage juice. Open up the playbook. Let's see what Cam got. Is that so hard to ask for? And stop running the ball with Tony Pollard every time on first down. It gets predictable. Teams know to stop it.
So you do play.
I gotta stomach that before Thanksgiving. Thanks, bro.
Yeah. So I guess a question for you. With the trade deadline coming up, is there a position you would like to see them go out and address at the deadline? Or because the season is where it is, you want them to kind of stand pat and then the offseason start all over? Or do you want them to sell some more?
I don't want them to sell ish.
Okay.
I'm emotionally attached to my players. The fact that Ernest Jones IV is on Seattle right now pisses me off.
He was a Titan. I forgot about that.
Just sets me off.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want this team to operate like a functional franchise.
Okay.
They're gonna sell some. I have to prepare myself for that.
Right. Well, that's fair. Actually, Key, I forgot to ask you for yours. Trade deadline. Is there a position you would like to see the Eagles go out and trade for?
I mean, we need an edge. So I wouldn't mind like another edge, or maybe some offensive line depth. I mean, we addressed the cornerback situation, but I don't think Howie's going to get anybody else. I think he's done. Like I said, this trade is going to be this trade deadline is going to be boring. I don't think we see many moves, but maybe an edge. It's possible that can be that Howie can find. Not like an expensive one. Someone that's serviceable, that's still, maybe that B level type of player. I was hearing they said Keely Ringo may be some collateral damage in the things. He can go. You can ship him off. I don't care. He can go. He can go.
The one Georgia guy that just hasn't worked.
Right.
All right, Sidon said the Seahawks need a running back and a right guard. I
Come
think
get
running back is a market that a lot of teams are looking at as well. And defensive end. Yeah, everybody could use a good pass rusher. All right. Guess I'll go. It says Foxborough Blitz. It's supposed to be Foxborough Files. My bad. So for me, the Pats have made a couple of moves. Kyle Duggar is now in Pittsburgh, where Peppers is as well, who was also with the Patriots and moved out there. So Steelers have 2 new safeties. I don't know Duggar's impact on that defense, but hey, he wasn't playing in New England anyway. I feel like Vrabel has been trying to move off of him for a little bit. Finally saw an opportunity. Keon White. I wanted Keon White to work, but it just seemed like with the new Vrabel philosophy on that side of the ball, Keon just did not fit. And it also doesn't help that he was a little bit of an older rookie because he, was at Georgia Tech he was there 4 or 5 years. So when you look at him and he hasn't really developed a lot since he was drafted, it could just be that he's kind of just set as whatever he is, but he's with the 49ers now. Different system. Maybe Robert Saleh gets something out of him.
Robert Saleh will get something out of him.
Yeah. I mean, like he can play. It's just that Vrabel and Terrell Williams, who's still recuperating and stuff, he just was not a fit. He's not fast enough on the edge, not big enough to play in the middle. And yeah, he just wasn't beating a lot of blockers. I guess looking outside of that, I think the Patriots will be calling for a D end. There's been names kicked around. Thibodeau in New York, Arden Key in Tennessee.
Leave Arden alone.
Look, every time they're trying to put somebody in New England, they're looking at Tennessee. That's just how it is because Vrabel has brought in a lot of people with former Tennessee ties. So they're looking at Arden Key. I think Thibodeau is probably like the top 2. Ramondre Stevenson is dealing with a toe injury, so I do think running back is now in need. I think the problem is probably the most available running backs are in the division. Breece Hall with the Jets could be moved. And Miami, supposedly Achane could be had for the right price. Not a chance the Jets trade with the Patriots. I think we'll never see that. I don't think Miami does it either. So I just think the running back market and Kamara with the Saints, I don't know if I would be excited for that. So
I want Tony Pollard.
I'm not going to lie. I would not hate Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard and Henderson, I could roll with that. I mean, who knows? maybe that's a call that happens. I don't know. But I also think safety might be something that if they could find somebody, they would go there as well.
Leave my safety alone.
Hands off on that one.
Alone.
Okay. I hear you. This week we have the Falcons.
I'm gonna call Vrabel and tell him that too.
Vrabel is hilarious though. Like he's now doing celebrations with the guys. The whole like that he did that on the sideline. I burst out laughing, and the players were just like, "Oh, okay, you doing that too?" So he's definitely changed the culture there in just a short time, which has obviously led to them playing so well. This week they have the Falcons. If you remember a couple of seasons ago, Belichick interviewed for the Falcons job. If he had actually gotten that job, this game would have been crazy the week surrounding this game. But there's still, history there, 28-3, which I guarantee there's going to be a good amount of signs in the crowd or references to 28-3 because it's the Falcons going up there. Yes,
and how many fights we're going to get?
Drake London is back, yes. And I think Penix.
Yeah, Drake London and Penix is back.
Yeah.
Do you know how many Falcons fans are going to get into a fight? Because they're very bitter about that.
Patriots fans aren't one to try.
Are they in Foxborough?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So, look, the Falcons have Bijan Robinson. Clearly, number one thing you have to stop. I mean, interesting stat. The Patriots haven't allowed a running back to rush for over 50 yards at all this season. So that kind of means the Falcons need to find a way to generate some offense without Bijan running the ball. And we know they like to run right off tackle, left off tackle with Bijan. I don't think that's going to work. So it's going to come down to Penix and whether or not he can, find time in the pocket and hit London or Pitts, the myth, the legend Pitts against the Patriots defense. And probably the biggest matchup is going to be Drake May in the passing offense versus the Falcons' number one rated pass defense.
I can't tell.
Some of that is the quarterbacks they have faced haven't been great, but statistically they are number one against the pass.
They let Pink Eye Tua slice them up like a Thanksgiving ham.
Yeah. And funny enough, if you look at Tua's overall numbers, they actually weren't great. He just threw for like 4 touchdowns against them. So I think Drake May will be able to make some plays because I do think Drake May is the best quarterback they've faced since week 1 with Baker. And that was actually bad Baker week 1, and they still lost that game. So I think it's going to be a fun game. I'm not going to say
got blanked by Bryce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Falcons have had a couple of interesting score lines. The Panthers one's clearly number 1, but what Miami did to them last week was
ridiculous.
Very close number 2. Yeah. Definitely. All right. Let's keep it rolling. Picks. We all did really well last week. Jory and I went 4-1. Key had a 5-0 week. So good bounce back week from the week before. Jory's now Jory's now 24-18-1.
I'm not picking the Bears again.
I'm not picking the Falcons again. I am done with the Falcons.
I'm done with picking the Falcons in Minnesota. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. This is the time of the year where I'm like, certain teams get crossed off the list. I'm not doing it. Dolphins also. I would never pick the Dolphins. Good weeks all around. Let's get to this week's picks. Jory, here's your slate. Sijin, you should like that third pick. Got the Seahawks over the Commanders. I don't know. Jaden Daniels is gonna start probably.
I don't like what they got going on at all in Washington right now.
What's wrong with the Vikings defense? The Vikings offense.
That's what's wrong with it. Yeah.
Okay.
I have to give the Ravens the edge over the Dolphins because one flip-flop team in Falcons and another that just flounders around, that finds ways to flounder is the Dolphins. So I kind of knew Lamar was going to have a little bit of an edge to him. Not getting the end zone. That's the point. Get in the end zone. But whatever. I have no faith in anything that my Titans do. So from here on out, I will pick the other team. We could be on the bye, and I'm going to pick the bye.
Okay. Kind of a Mike McCoy revenge game. He has some ties to the Chargers.
Who?
Mike McCoy has ties to the Chargers.
Half the Chargers defense got ties to the Titans too. Elijah Moulton, Christian Fulton, Tierra Tart, Hassan Haskins. Just please don't make it a blowout. Be competitive.
Right.
Can we lose by 3 instead of 23?
Simple ask.
That they're gonna make that hard. Seahawks over the Commanders. My underrated player of the year is Jarran Reed.
Okay.
He gets no love, but he anchors that Seattle defensive line.
Okay.
And he's one of my Bama babies, so I'm always going to be looking for him.
Right.
I remember watching him come out of high school. I feel so proud. I feel like a proud cousin. Cowboys over Cardinals.
Yeah, the Brissett's playing.
Yeah.
Watch it will be Brissett to beat Dallas.
And if that happens, I'm not
picking. I'm gonna laugh.
I'm not. If that happens, I'm not picking Dallas again. And I will have a graphic about teams that I'm not ever picking again.
Yeah, it seemed like Kyler was supposed to be slated to start this week, and then all of a sudden, yeah.
Are we going to have another Arizona? Are we going to have another Baltimore situation in Arizona?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
And I'm gonna pick the Patriots over the Falcons because I like Vrabel more than I like Morris, and that's enough for me to pick the Patriots over the Falcons.
Okay. Man, I'll take it.
Get Raheem Morris out of my city. Get his ass out of here.
Zach Robinson too. I've heard a lot of Falcons fans going at Zach Robinson as well.
They both got some pumpkin heads with pumpkin seeds as brains. Get him out. Like, damn, I'm not even a Falcons fan.
Oh, it's funny. I'm wearing a shirt today. That's because it was free. Look, free is for me. Okay.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
So I get to buy. So I had an extra game. So I got, of course, everybody picked the Ravens Thursday night game. I got the Seahawks over the Commanders for Sunday night game. Oh, Jesus. I'll pick Dallas. Over Arizona. I'm going to go with this should have been a primetime game. I don't know why it's a 4:00 game, but I'm taking the Bills over the Chiefs. I know the Chiefs are hot. I know they're starting to look like themselves, but the Bills always got the Chiefs number in the regular season. It's just not in the playoffs that they can beat them. So I'm going to say the Bills beat the Chiefs. This should be a good game. This should be one of the best games of the week, in my opinion. And then I'm going the Colts over the Steelers. I think the Colts can beat the Steelers. They run it with Jonathan Taylor. Who is stopping Jonathan Taylor? So I got the Colts.
Not Cam Hayward.
Right.
Old ass did all that complaining about some money, and you've gone nowhere quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which, once again, if that happens, for those Ravens fans, Jory, they're going to be tasting that division. Going to be another loss from Pittsburgh.
And I'm going to be there to humble them. I'm going to be right there. So when you played a team that actually was worth the damn, like Detroit, you got your ass spanked, and now you're over here playing the low-lie Bears and winning.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the effed up Dolphins.
Yeah.
Now y'all want to toot horns.
Because if the Steelers do lose, the Ravens would be only a game out. And
couldn't even beat the Chiefs when the Chiefs weren't playing right.
Yeah.
And they want to sit here and be delusional.
Thank you, Pittsburgh, for keeping them in it. All right, I'll go through my
Pittsburgh had to do, defense had to do, was stop something and not be barbecue chicken. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Quickly with mine. Yes, I had the Ravens over the Dolphins. I had the Seahawks over the Commanders. The Seahawks are a better team right now. I just realized that's Sijin versus Anthony. Could be a fun chat. Could be a fun chat next week after that game. Yeah, Seahawks defense. I just feel like they'll be able to stop the Commanders, and the Seahawks offensively, I trust them more. I got the Cowboys over the Cardinals. I went back and forth because it would be the type of game for the Cardinals to win. Might feel more confident with them with Brissett starting over Kyler, but I'll take the Cowboys. I think it could be actually a mini shootout there. I have the Patriots over the Falcons. I think it might be a game that's close at the half, and then the Patriots kind of pull away in the second half. And then I'm going with the Packers over the Panthers. I mean, I think the Panthers have had a good year. We might see them slip a little bit now, and I just don't know if they have the defense to stop what the Packers are going to bring at them. So those are my picks for this weekend. And they will be up on the Tumblr and everything.
The Lakers they're winning.
You know.
Look, any given Sunday, look all the
Panthers. We just seen some big spreads, not
catch the Packers and look. Panthers, they 4-5, right? Or 4-4.
The Panthers are really scrappy.
Yes. Yeah. They're a team. If you make enough mistakes against them, they will.
I'm sorry. Stupid turnovers.
Yes.
What the hell was that? What type of pass?
Right, look. There's one thing you have at least for you. The Lakers can come back in games. They're winning games late. So, a lot of things can happen. But, yeah, the picks will be up on the Tumblr shortly after the show or tomorrow, which I'll probably put the link in later. As far as yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, Anthony, I almost did pick the Colts-Steelers game. I do think the Colts are going to beat the Steelers as well. I think Jonathan Taylor's going to run wild on that defense. But now, new segments to the show. You see us do with the NFL. We're going to do with the NBA now. Our team-oriented kind of little moment to talk about them.
What's the word of the week, Kyle?
Parquet. Pivot on the parquet. So each week or every other week, we'll see how we want to do this. I will use Pivot on the Parquet to talk about the Celtics, who are coming off of a big win over Cleveland, and then a win. Dodgers 3, Jays 1 into the 7th. Okay, right.
We get the game 7.
Be in the cards. Tonight's game against the Sixers, I was interested to see how they would look because it was a rematch from opening night where the Sixers beat them. When is the basketball? I'm hoping it'll be this weekend. We'll do the draft. Looking to see how many people we get in the league. So be on the lookout. I'll put the link to it. That way, if you're watching, you want to join the Fantasy Basketball League for Passion and Precision, you can do so. But yeah, so big one over the Cavs. A lot of concern about going up against Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, whether they'd be able to rebound. They actually out-rebounded Cleveland. And then tonight, you get like the shift from a big team in Cleveland to shorter, quicker team in Philly, minus Joel Embiid, because he just slows everything down. And they were able to get the win tonight. I feel like the 0-3 start, they're now 3-3. They are committed to the new style of play. I'm not going to lie. I like watching the Celtics with this new style, even though Tatum's not there. I do want to see if they continue it when Tatum comes back. I think they should. New guys making a name. Josh Minot. He was mired on the Timberwolves bench. Brad Stevens went and got him. If you watch him play with the Celtics, you would swear he was like a budding star in the league. He's very long. He can contest at the rim. His shot's a little funky, but he can make shots from the outside. He rebounds. He runs the floor. If you want to ask me, what does a Joe Mazzulla team look like? This is a Joe Mazzulla team. They press you up the floor. They get turnovers, and they run the floor. This is what Joe Mazzulla wants to play. So, obviously, it's still early. I do believe that they will end up being a playoff team. I've seen some people say like they're playing at best. I just think there's too much talent.
They're not gonna fall off that hard.
Well, so I think the numbers game is most people go, Cleveland, Detroit, Orlando, even though Orlando's kind of struggling right now. But people had Atlanta up there. Atlanta doing Atlanta things and messing this up.
Losing games.
My bold prediction of them winning 50 games, I'm already ready to jump off of that one. But I believe it was those four, and then the Knicks. So that's like 5 spots that people were kind of guaranteeing in the East, and then that 6th spot was kind of up in the air between Milwaukee, Boston. I feel like I'm missing an obvious one, but yeah.
Detroit.
So I probably said Detroit in the 5. If not, then Detroit was probably that 6th team. So I do think they have enough. Peyton Pritchard has to figure out his 3-point shot. He's been struggling. And Derek White's been struggling from 3 a little bit as well. But they're fun to watch. I'm here for it no matter where the season goes. I like what they're doing. All right, Key, 76 and counting.
All right, so Joel is on a minute restriction for him. Him with his knee. So he's between 20 to 25 minutes is his minute restriction until they decide, all right, he can fully go. I mean, in my opinion, I still think we play better without him on the floor. I just feel like the speed is the speed of the game is different. VJ Edgecombe debuted, scored 34 points as a rookie, broke Allen Iverson's record for debut points in Philly as a rookie. So VJ is definitely going to be a player here in Philly to look out for. Him and Maxey maybe one of the best backcourts this year. We're playing fast and up tempo, which I like, which now most of the teams are doing because they are getting younger. I know you still seeing some of the old guys as the vets. But right now this league is getting younger, getting faster, getting stronger. They're running up tempo and fast pace, which I like.
Yeah.
And Paul George and Joel, y'all got to keep up. Just saying. it's going to be hard to implement. I need to see what Nick Nurse do, how he implements PG back in the is he going to start? Is he going to come off the bench? I think Paul George is supposed to come back sometime in November. So, and McCain's already fully practicing. They're just waiting for him to. All right, he's going to start. I mean, he's going to play. He'll definitely come off the bench. For that second unit, which is good, but I don't need to see Kyle Lowry on my screen. Please don't put that man in there. Like,
file them papers, Kyle. File them papers.
Do not put Kyle Lowry on that. I don't want to see Ben Gordon, Eric Gordon. I don't want to see Flash Gordon, Ben Gordon, Eric Gordon, whatever Gordon. They don't need to be on the court. So I feel like he's taking up a roster spot. To get the young guys in, I'll take Drummond as a backup for Embiid because Drummond do hustle. He gets you the rebounds. He's a good passer for a big man. He can give you some buckets, but he's good for rebounding and defensive purposes. I'll keep Drummond, but I just feel like Joel don't have no more lift no more. He let somebody 5'11" block his shot tonight. I forget who it was on the Celtics. He is 7'3", and you're getting your shot blocked by a 5'11" person. Make it make sense. That's not good look. And then Tyrese Maxey is on a mission. He is leading the league right now as it comes to the most free pointers made. So he is the best 3-point shooter on our team. So we're 4-1. We did drop our first L tonight to Boston. I'm not giving my all into this team yet because what happens as soon as I do that, they're going to break my heart. So I need to ease my way back into seeing a little bit more consistency with things, just to see how Nick Nurse does with the rotation. And I understand he's a rookie, but where's Jamani Broome? Can he get some time? Can he get some minutes? Won't you just see what he can do? I mean, just to see how he is. Don't let him be on the bench all year, or I don't want to see him at garbage time. Nick Nurse has to implement some of these guys. They have to, especially the youth and the younger guys. They're gonna have to. And we're running with fast pace. Why not? I like Broome when he was in college. Why not play him? Why not? I don't know if he's not a G leaguer. He's a two-way. He's a strictly because he was drafted second round. So I think he's strictly on the court. So he's on the team. So I mean, give him some minutes, Nick. Come on now. But we'll see how these rotations be. I think Nick Nurse has a good. I'm not going out on a limb to say Daryl Morey cooked in the draft, but I still don't like Morey. Maybe we'll do something in the trading deadline. Maybe something. It's in the works, but. I like the core that we had. That Grimes coming off the bench, he could be a candidate for 6 man. I like BJ. We getting McCain back again. The youth, the guards, but I am seeing that our defense is lacking a little bit in like the first half, and we're trying to battle, and we're battling back. So will PG play defense? Who knows? He's old, so I don't know what's going to happen there. So hopefully we can get something defensively going for us moving forward, but. I like what I see so far, and that's the 76 and counting.
All right.
I'm so sick and tired of this damn deep perimeter defense.
I mean, you might as well segue that into Purple Print.
What is this? What is this? Just let them get off 3 after 3 after 3. What? We had an 8-point lead. Excuse me. Sorry. Welcome to the Purple Print, where we talk Lakers. One thing I want to know. I'm okay, Puda. I'm okay. Your Celtics won. You can sit down. My dog is very quiet. She watches the Celtics. Attention.
Maybe she's a Joe Mazzulla fan.
I mean, she's a psychopath too. So there's that. I like, considering what I've been watching on the game. Luka's defensive effort, keep it up. Bravo. He's trapping. He's trying. Look,
That's
man.
because he lost some pounds. He can move.
He's in shape, and he's not. He don't look like a bag of marshmallows. He's looking a little fluffy. He realized in California they like to eat clean. Now in Texas, whatever he done lost, Anthony Davis done picked up.
Well, Street Clothes Davis is back, so
For how long?
he got something wrong with his Achilles. I've never heard of that. How they said his injury. I've never heard of it.
That would be the AD thing.
Bronny James needs to find his place outside of the Lakers roster because I'm tired of space. He's a waste of a roster spot. He's a waste of time. He's a waste of energy. He's trash. He needs to be in the G League. Why is he there? Just wait, taking up a roster spot. And if he's only there because of his daddy there, get both of them off of it. I will be glad when LeBron Raymond James and retire so he could take LeBron Raymond James Jr. with him. Like, get off my roster, both of you. Luka came back tonight and he's looking really well. I will say that. LeBron, I get you got a sciatica. Maybe it's time for you to go ahead and sit down somewhere.
Got that cicada.
You're 40, bro. Austin Reeves is now a star. Now, I remember in one of these little Discord chats, I said that he wasn't a star because he wasn't yet. He is now. He here now. I had to see a little bit more, but he here now. I want to see continued defensive improvement and development. The perimeter defense still stinks. And I like this Jake LaRavia kid. I didn't like the signing at first, but I like him now.
He's with the T-Wolves, right?
He was, and now.
Yeah.
Marcus Smart gets on my nerves.
I told you. Why? Some nights you're going to love him. Other nights you are going to hate him.
He should be Marcus dumbass, but you know. That's all for the purple print for this week.
All right. You heard Jory mention the Discord. I did just put that in the chat as well as the link to our fantasy basketball league. So either one, you want to join it, feel free to do so. We'll look to probably do a draft this weekend. Discord, we just have a lot of good conversations in there. Have some fun.
Another thing.
Yep.
I still hate the Ayton signing.
That's Charmin.
He's another one. I will see him do something, and I'm just like, you just want them to hate you.
I'm like,
no, one thing
about DeAndre freaking Ayton.
Mm-hmm.
What'd they do?
One thing about the draft, I know it already started, but they'll automatically give you the points from because we already we're drafting it.
The league's already started.
They'll automatically give you the points.
Okay, there you go. So yeah, join up, have some fun with it. I don't know, maybe
we had an 8-point league, and now we're down by 7. What the hell is this?
So basketball's a game of runs. It happens. I'm sure JJ will have some halftime adjustments. But I agree with you that the Ayton thing is going to be a story all season.
Soft ass.
I mean, I haven't really watched much of Memphis this year, but they're another interesting team. Let's see. What do we have next?
That was a
Paul
bad
Burn.
shot. Just threw that shit up at the damn rim and hope it would stick. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Look, we are all fans. Look, I was watching the Celtics game. Key was watching the game as well right before we came on. So, yeah. Key, why don't you go ahead and kick off Final Burn this week? If you're new, this is where we kind of let people have it that have kind of gotten on our nerves this past week.
Myles Garrett comes to the stage front and center. In the words of DC Young Fly, bring that ass here, boy. Bring it here. Listen here, sir. How are you on the sideline being all pissed off when you got 5 sacks in that game? You were dominating on the defensive side. But you know one thing? You and I could have sworn you said you wanted out of Cleveland. You want to go somewhere where you can compete for a championship. And this is what you said.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still in that Cleveland Brown jersey. They offered you 40. They offered you the bag, and you took it. But you so-called wanted to get out of Cleveland to compete for a championship. You're not going to win there, sir. But you want to have this conniption. You want to throw tantrums. You want to be mad. Why are you mad when this is what you wanted and signed up for? You wanted to stay with the Browns because they gave you this money. You could have went anywhere else. Now there's rumors that the Eagles are going to offer 3 first-round picks for you. Absolutely not, Howard. You better not do that. No, sir. No, sir. But this is what you wanted. So I don't want to hear no complaints from you. When you're at the end of your career and you might go somewhere to try to ring chase to get your first one, and you're going to be at the end of your career.
How the hell is he gonna be bad because he didn't stand on business? You went through this whole ass soliloquy talking about I didn't want to go from Cleveland to Canton, but $40 million later, here you are. Now you mad? Michael Parsons stood on business. He said he wanted out, and he got his ass up out of Dallas.
Yep.
You didn't stand on jack squat. You not Jesus. You can't stand on water.
Yes.
And now you're over here mad, slamming your helmet, trying to make a scene because you had 5 sacks and the offensive line probably done gave up about 10. But still, you knew exactly what you were in for when you put your name on the contract because you read the contract.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. And you expect people to feel bad for you when you go to the press conference with these little sad ass puppy dog eyes? That works with Chihuahuas, not for defensive linemen.
I got a small dog. It works on him.
Exactly. It works on small dogs, not big ass defensive linemen that squat a house. You expect to look in the camera with these eyes like you're just so upset and you're tired of winning and expect to draw a smitter of sympathy from me when you sat here and wrote that nicely well put letter and you fold it like a piece of paper. Fold it like origami.
Mm-hmm.
And you think I feel bad for you? Cry me a river, build a bridge, and get your ass over it.
Yeah, well said. I mean, yeah, that man was beside himself. And they showed like they took that picture.
Tantrums this year.
Mm-hmm.
Derek throwing his ass around on the damn bench, just.
That one was.
You ain't never act like this.
Mm-hmm.
Had Lamar doing the snake whenever sometimes when the offense wasn't acting right. Now you got him acting like a 4-year-old throwing stuff.
Yep.
I'm tired of losing. No, you're not, because you signed up for it. Deal with it.
Right. He knew the quarterback situation when he signed on the dotted line.
Right. You knew the situation. You chose the money over everything else. You could have went somewhere else for the same amount of funds competing.
Mm-hmm.
Any other team would have gladly paid you. You know why? Because you're good at your position and what you do. You are almost leading the league in sacks almost every year. You were defensive player of the year nominee every year. You would have gotten the same bread somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But you wanted to stay in Cleveland. So that is up to that's your fault. And don't complain about it now.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Myles Garrett was first in the burn. I'm going after Jeff Landry. You might be wondering, who is that? Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry, who made news this week because he got involved in the Brian Kelly stuff. And he was like, I think it's Jeff Woodard or whatever. The AD will not be picking the next coach.
Now you got fired.
Then he gets fired, yeah. And, they talked to Ryan Clark on ESPN, who actually went to LSU. He said Woodard is a great guy. Woodard brought in Kim Mulkey, brought in the baseball coach who won a title at LSU. LSU actually won a title not that long ago, just a couple of years ago. So Woodard had was doing some good stuff there. Jeff Landry decides that, bump what's going on in Louisiana. We got to talk about LSU football because this year they're 5-3, and that's not going to stand. He's talking about Kelly and the money owed to him, and Woodard did the same thing at A&M, and we're not going to have that at Louisiana.
You're not going to have food stamps tomorrow either.
Well, a judge blocked that, so they still have to pay it out, according to the judge, which good on him. But, you have people in Louisiana who are, leaving comments like, there's more important issues in the state that you need to be dealing with. But, hey, he want to talk LSU football. And I'm not trying to say Brian Kelly deserved to keep his job. He was terrible. I didn't like the fit coming from Notre Dame anyway.
I knew it wasn't a fit after that little fake ass Southern accent.
Yeah,
what Southerner do you know that sound like that?
That was as bad as the Duval. That soundbite was just as bad. But you know what? He got the job. He stunk at it. You fire him, whatever. A lot of colleges pay, big fees or whatever once the coach leaves. Almost like dead money on a cap, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Penn State doing that with James Franklin? They had a buyout. Yep. Okay.
He about to get another job.
I mean, and Brian Kelly probably will as well. The other part of the story
is Georgia Tech, Virginia. It's one of them techs.
Probably Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if Georgia Tech moved on from their coach. They're having one of
their
best seasons in a while. Jeff Landry also was like, we should let the president pick it because he likes picking winners. And that got me thinking that this was on a political level too. And it turns out, Landry, conservative, Woodard was a progressive. And people in Louisiana said, once Landry has a grudge against you, he does not let it go.
Uh-oh.
He saw Brian Kelly as a way to get Woodard out, and he did. I kept digging some more. I was like, Pablo Torre, you have taught me to keep digging. I appreciate you. Turns out, Landry had a problem when Woodard fired Will Wade, former LSU basketball coach, who was caught up in some scandal, and Woodard moved on from him. Landry thought they should have kept him and turned the cheek. Let him keep coaching.
Of course, a Republican turns their cheek to a damn scandal.
But I'm just saying, that's where a lot of this has been laying in wait, and Landry saw his opportunity and jumped at it. And the odd part is, can't talk anymore, but the interim AD, who all of a sudden is now allowed to pick the new coach, He was part of a scandal at LSU 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep.
Remember the Title IX where basketball players and stuff were talking about abuse and stuff? The now interim AD was a part of the school at that time and did nothing about it. He thought it would go away. So this is now the guy who's running things there, who didn't handle that situation, but now he's the right guy for the job now. And then Landry wants to talk about, oh, LSU's not an embarrassment. You kind of are.
Kind of are.
With everything that's going on now, I don't know why any big name coach would take that job, especially if I know Landry is going to have his hand in business down there. But once again, he's a governor. He should be worried about something else other than LSU football. He also tried to put out there about the buyout money. Is it going to affect taxpayers? And people are like, no, don't try that. All right, people are like, don't try that. That stuff's paid by like boosters, alumni, and all that. They handle that.
Taxpayers, you grifting SOB. Like, let's not do that bull.
But he's trying to, pin it all on Woodard and Kelly to obviously make himself look good and to kiss up to the president. Because trying to mention the president's could pick the right person. Yeah, he'll pick somebody. Guarantee you they'll be unqualified like everybody else in his administration. But
exactly.
Not a political show. I don't want to jump off that bridge too far. So, Jeff Landry, I hope I never hear another word out of you. Especially when it comes to sports. Because you end up on Final Burn again. Because I saw that and I made my decision so easy. And Ryan Clark tried to say the same stuff on ESPN when he was asked about it. I thought he was dead on correct about it. And the other line of the last thing I'll say about this, I still find it hilarious when people hate politics being involved in sports, yet the people who hate it do it the most.
Mm-hmm.
Like Landry, because they said in the story as well, he was one of those who had a big problem when I guess LSU women weren't out on the court for the national anthem. And we all know during that time how political that issue was. So that, they don't like it then. But stuff like this, they're fine dipping their toe in it and making themselves known because it's beneficial to them. Why the next time somebody says they don't like politics and sports, they are a hypocrite. Politics are all over sports. Like I said, I'm not going to dive too far into the politics, so I'll end it there. All right, Jury. Bring us home with your final burn.
Because I got several. First, to the people who be handling these NBA young boy venues. This is the second time where a venue has had to disinfect and fumigate after where y'all know there is a professional basketball team that has to play in that arena. It is very inconsiderate to allow people to smoke marijuana, happy grass, whatever you want to call it, and smoke all that in an area where you're going to have professional athletes within 24 to 48 hours. It is inconsiderate to staff. It is inconsiderate to the team. It's inconsiderate as hell. And y'all can't get mad when these venues start saying you can't come here with that bull.
And plus, they stay in events and stuff. Like,
right, you're trying to get fans a contact high the next day?
They have to fumigate it and disinfect it because they had smells. I'm like, yeah, the smell of marijuana, it's not,
especially when it's a lot of people smoking it at that.
It's not for everybody, and that shit stinks. Let's just keep it real. When a lot of people are smoking at one time,
yes,
it stinks.
Yes, it does.
one little puff of air, you might like the smell. But a room full of people smoking,
yeah.
It's inconsiderate, it's disrespectful, and I don't think these if these teams are fronting the bill for these stadiums, y'all need to be a little bit more strict about what acts have happened there and what can and cannot happen. Start enforcing it. From one disrespectful little M to another one, Mr. Broner. I don't know what's wrong with Adrian Broner. He could box like hell back in the day. But he got on that cup, and here we go. You over here talking about thanks, Trump. They back messing around for food again. You bald head, old muscle brain idiot. You think this shit is funny? You think it's funny. There's people that is about to lose their way of living. There are people that are about to lose the way how they eat. Women, Wicked's about to go out for people. A lot of this other stuff. Head Start's about to lose funding. A lot of this other crap. And you think this is funny. That's why your ass broke and can't find nothing but the bottom of a bottle, you miserable old fucker. Like, you over here laughing about stuff that real people are having to go through. You were just asking for sympathy when you did all of that with that girl. And now you say some misogynistic, stupid, sexist crap like this at a time where it's really not needed. This is about to mess up so many people's holidays, and you think this crap is funny?
Facts.
You think this is funny? It's just something to joke about. He's also been on a little corny streak of behavior. Oh, look, North Carolina won a game.
Hey, old Billy. Billy B.
He's been on a string of clown behavior with his Instagrams and stuff and all that for the past week and a half. Grow up. You need help. Rehab. You're drunk. He's an alcoholic. He really is. Like, and he done went full clown. You think this crap is funny? People finna starve. Dum-dum. There are military families that are on SNAP. People that
it's military people who ain't getting paid.
People work for the government that are on SNAP.
Yeah, I wish I was one of them government employees on SNAP. I make too much.
I know a couple.
Just saying, I'm just not to be all political. I'm just saying, like, you gotta have 99,000 kids for them to give you something. And here I am paying XYZ, A, B, and C, robbing Peter to pay Paul, and Peter broke, and I still can't get no food. So
and you think that is funny? And from one misogynistic pig to another little fat, slimy greaseball in Whitlock.
Oh, it just keeps getting better.
You over there, why? What is with him?
He another Uncle Ruckus.
Taylor the peanut butter. Your fat ass need a graham cracker or something?
He another Uncle Ruckus.
Oh, I already knew that. But I will preface this with Joy Taylor, ma'am. Please don't do it. Don't do it. I know it's coming. You know it's coming. That damn BBL is coming. Why are you wearing butt pads while you work out?
She don't need to.
Why are you wearing butt pads while you work out? You look like your butt looks like SpongeBob's. It's not moving. It's stiff. It don't look right. We can tell that it's a pad. Now you out here looking goofy. And you got little grease balls like here talking about peanut butter. I bet his fat ass is thinking about peanut butter. Peanut butter good too.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Whitlock, so many tweets of yours enjoy Taylor with peanut butter. Go stick your finger in a jar of peanut butter and heat it up. Like, bro, figure something out. Go drink some water. Look at yourself in the mirror. Come back down to earth. Leave people alone. You've been harassing Joy for months. Ever since you found out that crap about with Acho, you've been on her ass for no reason. She not gonna sleep with you, boo-boo.
Definitely ain't.
Your ass probably gotta lift a stomach or something to move.
You don't got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chances for that one.
Your ass over here built like the blob off of Hotel Transylvania talking like you got a chance with her. Sir, you don't want nobody that got to lift their stomach up.
I'm not gonna lie, the video with Joy taking out the little pads, in my head, I played the scene from White Chicks when he was like the deception. That was the first. That's how my mind works. That was the first thing that played in my head when I saw it.
But she looked goofy. I'm like, Joy, I know it's coming. And that's how I knew. When the pads come out, the BBL coming.
She don't need one.
Girl, all you got to do is put on a waist trainer and work on your legs.
Do some squats. Look, go ask Ice-T's wife how she got her butt. She power lifted in heels.
And she need to eat right. You're not eating enough carbs and protein. That's what make it. I mean, look. I notice I get a little heavy when I eat more on the bread side. When I eat more bread, you're not tailoring your workout program to the part of the body that you're trying to build up. If you want to build your butt, you got to work on your glutes and your hamstrings and all of that. I'm not an exercise scientist, but I know that much. But you want to wear butt pads and you record yourself working out. So you're working out. What? Okay. Recording yourself working out with butt pads. That's a lot. If you really think about it, that's a lot. I thought
she was looking to troll people. That's what I thought. I thought the same thing. Like, why would you record that?
Why would you even do that? Anyway.
Was she trolling?
I guess. Because I'm like, ain't no way she thought this was okay. This was cute.
Yeah.
Working out with a diaper booty. Get out.
Hey.
From one idiot to another. Perk. You already got on my nerve with that little perk comment. Why are we sexually harassing our coworkers on national television?
Oh Lord.
Who needs an ibuprofen when you need a perk? When you can get a perk? Don't nobody want that.
Yo, L. Duncan's face was priceless, yo.
You ain't got no lips. You got more beard than you got lips, and you over here talking about a perk.
If y'all seen Chiney Agumake, she was spot on with him with the Halloween today.
Yeah.
Standing on business.
And then you made this whole big old clown show thing about Ja. Oh, I look up and the Lakers are down 10. Whoop-de-doo. Talking about you made Ja and you. Let's stop now before any more stupid crap just spews out. He just spews out. He just vomits BS.
In Perk's mind,
he's Will Chamberlain. Cycle of crap that comes out of Kendrick Perkins traps. A lie don't care who tell it. You did not make John Morant. You did not put him on. You didn't do jack squat. You can't sit here and call credit when he been putting in the work. Talking about John made you look bad. Motherfucker, you make yourself look bad. You make yourself look bad. Every time you get on here spewing some stupid bull, you make yourself look bad. Not Ja. Ja can make his own self look bad and his self look foolish. He does what he wants to do. But you over here making it seem like Ja make you look bad. Have you looked in the mirror? Have you heard some of the crap that you done said? Have you realized that you won a championship with Boston and you're not welcome in Boston and that's because of you?
That's sad.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But you had a bigger role in Boston than you really did. And I'm like, no, the fuck you didn't, because I watched that series. You must have forgot. We were all alive when you played, bro.
I say it all the time.
You were the glue that held together Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. That's some tacky ass glue that don't work then.
Yeah.
That's delusional. He always has to make himself feel so much more important. Okay, bro, we get it. You played, you got some championships, you had some very meaningful time in the league. You were not LeBron. You will never be on LeBron's level. Quit over here trying to overestimate what the things that you did do. That Boston championship, that was Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that happened in Oklahoma City, that was Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and you had more input from Serge Ibaka than you did with you.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? He got no lips to lie as much as he do. And my last person, Raheem Morris.
You've been up all day. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do me a favor. Get on 20, then get on 285, then get on 85. Go towards Chattanooga. Get your ass out of here. Out. Out. Like, I'm tired. Like, bro, I'm not a Falcons fan, but I'm tired of watching a poorly coached team. I'm a Titans fan and I get tired of that. So, you do nothing. And when you get to the damn press conference, you just move your lips, blah, 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 and nothing makes sense. Got this stupid ass smirk on your face. He always looks happy. I'm like, what is there to be happy about? Get out. Or if those instructions aren't very clear, you can always get on 20. You can get on 20. You can go towards Augusta, South Carolina's right there. Or you can get on 20 and go 85 south and go down to Florida. Or you can go 85 towards Montgomery, Alabama's that way. Either way, you got to get from over here. Got to get from here. And if you go up 75, you can get up to 65, and that'll take you up to Indianapolis. The Colts deserve you.
Yeah.
Go sabotage them. Or you can also just drive to Hartsfield, get on a plane, and go back to LA where you came from.
that he could do. Yes.
I'm back.
Okay.
One more thing. SGA, what the hell was you wearing?
Peanut butter, melted peanut butter latex.
He looked like a mudslide.
He sure did.
He looked like a bottle of Yoo-hoo.
I want to go look at that. Yeah.
Something that color come out of my dog's butt. Sorry. You know it's 11 o'clock.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's when you have athletes, you give them Halloween.
That wasn't Halloween. That wasn't Halloween. That was a normal day.
That's a normal day.
Yeah, well, I kind of assume it's Halloween. Well, I mean, SGA does wear some. Yeah, some athletes' fashion. I just don't know. But yeah, so that's how we end our show. We get through Final Burn, and as you can see, we had a lot of people to get to. So before we get out of here, Key, got anything you want to add?
No, it's been a fantastic week so far. Baseball. It looks like it may be we may be getting the pivotal everybody's favorites in sports world Game 7 of a World Series, which you don't see very often.
Have second and third with no out in the bottom of the ninth.
So we could see something.
Magic here.
The game right here. But if not, tomorrow will be Game 7 in LA. Yep. Boy. So great. Basketball has been starting off great. We had the midway point with the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So that's college basketball is going to be starting.
Cards for me over on the blog because we're approaching the mid-season, and I might have a couple videos out. Who knows? I'm really the only thing about my channel is I'm waiting to get my laptop so I can really get my channel back to how I want to get it. So y'all gonna have to keep me be patient with me. Once I get a new laptop, I will be back updating on YouTube, recording stuff like that. But stay tuned for the articles and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And follow me on TikTok at Jory Denise.
There you go.
Denise with an E, not an I.
Right. Yeah. Yes, I did put Tumblr link. You can get our articles and stuff there. I should be working on one. I will hopefully get one out. Thought I saw something happen in the game, but not yet. Yeah. So Jory let you know. Check her out. Jory Sports Stories. Well, once you get the laptop, and then you'll see enough of her. She'll be firing off them videos like nothing. For me, you can find me chopping the bit or Monday night on the ball with Brett. Thursday sideline to sideline with Gene, Brett, Godfrey, or here every Friday with Key and Jory. So make sure you like Wire to Wire, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the other shows Monday to Friday. Coffee and Sports get you going in the morning, and then each evening there's a show that will, whatever sport you like, got you covered. Even tomorrow morning, you have I always mess up the college show's name.
Coast to Coast.
Coast to Coast. Yes, I always want to call it like Huddle. I don't know, but Coast to Coast in the morning, get you caught up with college football news. They keep you up with championship race, everything like that, playoff race, firings, hirings, all that good stuff. So they'll have a lot to talk about with the LSU stuff. So make sure you tune in for that. I think that's everything.
My neighbors are partying.
Okay, it's that Halloween party, I guess.
It's another day in my neighborhood.
I asked them for candy.
They They party till 2 o'clock in the morning. They let off fireworks at 2 o'clock in the morning. They don't let they leave their dogs off the leash.
Oh Lord, that sounds like the neighbors from hell.
Oh, just yesterday, I almost let my dog get one of them. My big dog, I gotta laugh. His name is Kobe. And I told one of them little gippy laps, don't come over here. He came over here. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm gonna let him chase you. And I still got control. All you heard, or back across the street.
Exactly. Gotta let them know. Yeah, so once again, link to the Fantasy Basketball League is in the chat. Go ahead and join that. Like I said, we'll try to do a draft this weekend. The Tumblr as well is in the chat to keep up with our blog. So go ahead, follow us there. And Discord, I should say. Is there not a nose? Nose.
The noise ordinance, right? Like
they don't give a goddamn.
Wow.
Right.
They don't.
Yeah. So.
And me and Poodle be sick of it.
Philip probably like, oh no, not this again.
No, she start barking. I'm like, yeah, there's already enough noise. I don't need you adding.
Right. So, yeah, the Discord I put in the chat, I should say. So join that as well. After the show, you may find us in there. I'm sure Jory will be updating us on the Laker game in there.
Oh, Lakers up by 1.
Oh no! Game 7, they got doubled up.
Yep. So we got a game 7 tomorrow. That's going to be a lot of fun. For a World Series, I will be tuned in. If you're in the Discord,
great curse.
I'll talk to you in there during the game.
Congratulations to the Dodgers.
I don't know. There's going to be pressure on the Dodgers in the game 7.
It is.
The Blue Jays can play free and easy. So, appreciate that, Sajin. Hope you have a good weekend as well. So, till next week, where we will be back. We'll be back with more fun discussing the NFL, NBA, maybe WNBA. They're doing a little 30-day continuance on the deadline. Maybe that means they're close to something. Who knows? If they come up with a new deal, we'll talk about that on here as well. NBA we'll talk. So hopefully the Lakers will have Jerry in a better mood next week.
A wide open and dunk. Missed it. He bricked it. Boing. You have the ball.
Was it Ayton?
In the hoop.
Was it Ayton?
I don't know. I don't got my glasses. Whoever it was.
Let's hope it wasn't Ayton.
He was white. I know that much.
Does Austin Reeves dunk like that? But I don't know. Maybe it was Laravia. But yeah. So make sure you're back here next week. Another edition of Passion and Precision for myself, Unhinged J-Dub, and Key over there on the end. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the games. We'll be back to talk about it all next week. All right. Bye.
That is not a foul.